Hi, Rich Tehrani here in the TMC newsroom, and today I've got Greg Galitzine with me, and Greg and I are going to be talking a little bit about the opportunity in open source, especially as it relates to today's economic environment. So, Greg, I am hearing a lot of good things about open source and how open source solutions are faring in today's economy. You want to tell me a little bit about that?
Sure. Well, open source, as many people know, is perhaps a lower cost alternative. Certainly there's that option, right? There's a free version of many of the open source telephony products on the market. Certainly that's one way to get your feet wet and to learn a little bit more about that technology. Clearly there's opportunities to purchase systems and paid and sort of higher cost, more fully featured offerings. But one of the benefits of open source is clearly its lower cost. That's clearly not it's not the only thing, and all the open source proponents out there are going to shoot me saying, "Oh, don't talk about price." But price and cost are extremely important in this economy, and that is one benefit of open source. So we're seeing lots of traction and lots of uptick. Certainly, every day I receive stories and case studies and news releases about open source telephony products and solutions, primarily based on Asterisk, which is the preeminent open source software for telephony. And every day, case studies about customers, customer wins, and customers trialing that technology.
And it's worth mentioning, it's not just for small business. There are large companies that are using open source. There are service providers. A number of service providers use Asterisk, which is something that you may not know, but I've been hearing more and more about open source.
Right, and perhaps, and again, it's perhaps one of those things where in the early days of open source, it was really more of a hobbyist or like a real, you had to know your stuff, and it was probably a small enterprise type of thing. And small enterprises can still benefit from it, but as Asterisk evolves and as the open source ecosystem surrounding Asterisk evolves, we're getting much more higher reliability, higher capacity products which can indeed be deployed at service providers, and it's being done around the world today. So
I understand there are some opportunities for people to learn about open source, and one of the things I should point out is that I know now there are many people in the telecommunications space that I've been speaking with that are looking to update their skills with open source training and certification.
That's right, and one of the hallmarks of ITEXPO, which is the global communications event, which is upcoming fairly soon, February 2nd to the 4th. That's, well, from today's date, that's maybe, 3 weeks away. So we're coming up on the event fast. And at the show, there's going to be a ton of open source related content. First off, the Digium Asterisk World. It's going to be co-located with ITEXPO, and so there's going to be featured a pavilion on the show floor and the exhibit hall floor. There's going to be a theater where they're going to have speakers and presenters, as well as a conference program, which will be taking place, alongside the other conference sessions at ITEXPO. But in addition to the sort of the exhibit hall experience, there's going to be an education experience, and there's going to be courses offered throughout ITEXPO, throughout the 3 days, February 2nd to the 4th. One is going to be a TrixBox training course. So TrixBox is a product from the company called Phonality. The solution is based on Asterisk, and that training will run for 3 days. That's Monday through Wednesday of the event. Switchvox, which is a company that Digium acquired, there will be Switchvox related training on Tuesday. And then Asterisk 123, which is a brand new course from Digium. It's a condensed course, which basically allows people to get an overview of the system and get a sense of what they can do with it. It's not their full 5-day seminar, but it's a brand new course that they developed, and it's going to be featured at ITEXPO for the first time. It's called Asterisk 123, and that overview will be held on Wednesday.
Wow.
So every day of the event is going to be training in open source.
So basically everything you need to know about open source communications under one roof.
Absolutely. That's exactly right.
That's great.
So hopefully we'll see you there. If you have any interest in open source, if you find yourself, if you're unfortunate enough to have been swept up in the bad throes of this economy and you're looking to perhaps expand your knowledge base and pick up some certifications that might be put to good use, as the market rebounds, Certainly open source telephony is an emerging market, and one that's going to be more in need, I think, of developers and people like that in the days ahead. Here's an opportunity to sign up and get some certification, get some education on the subject.
Thanks, Greg. So I'm Rich Tehrani. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you at ITEXPO February 2nd through 4th in Miami. And this is Greg Galitzine saying goodbye. Thanks again.
Take care.